All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bracket Up, where we back up our brackets with the arguing skills this week of Saul Goodman. I think it's going to be a good week. We're going to have better arguments than before. My name is Andy Jarek, and the premise of this podcast is pretty simple. Myself and a bunch of my good friends are creating tournament brackets for all sorts of topics, from the mundane topics to the slightly less mundane topics. Sometimes our brackets might have 64 entries, like a March Madness style one, or 32, or 24, or whatever. Today is 19. Yes, 19, a wonderful number. And the topic is going to be the worst birthday gifts you could ever receive. 19 of the worst birthday gifts. We're gonna rank them. We're gonna break them down until we get to the very, very worst one. So today there's 4 of us doing it, as you all know me. I will introduce based on the order of the Zoom chat, like I always do, and right underneath me is codename sharer Andy Mysak. How you doing?
Doing well. This is a very interesting topic.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Underneath Andy is Big Bear Dave Holloway. It's good to see Dave again.
Yeah, I thankfully haven't received any of these except for maybe one, but it wasn't a bad gift when I got it, I'll assert.
I can't wait to hear your argument for that one. I really can't. And then underneath Dave, we've got a new member of Bracket Up. This is King Julian Griffin. Good to see you, Julian.
Oh, how you doing, man? What's going on?
It's good to see your face, man.
Oh, thank you. I'm low-key kind of like offended by some of these. Like, I've received some of them, and I think they're pretty good. So we'll see.
I agree. There's one on here I find offensive.
And I'm sure it's the very, very first one. So it's just the 4 of us today, so there will be tiebreakers needed, which will probably come from one of our significant others. We'll have to text them or yell for them or whatever if we get to that point, which we probably will. So that's all I've got for our little intro today. We ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So our very first bracket, our very first fight is a single balloon. A single balloon getting that for a birthday gift against We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. What the hell is that?
Oh, we've all seen the movie.
Yeah, you've definitely seen it.
I haven't seen. I have.
Great.
I'm pretty sure every child has at some point.
It aired on Cartoon Network like at least once a month.
I'm confused why it's on this list.
So Bill might not be here due to being a new father, but Bill still contributes to the brackets when we set him up. He's still there, and he'll be back on the show soon. But this is a bad pick by Bill.
Yeah. Listen, I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe it's not good. But as a kid, I loved it.
It might not hold up, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
We're back.
I don't remember this thing.
You'll definitely recognize it.
This is
about 3 dinosaurs who get lost in New York City, and they go out on wild, wacky adventures. They have a whole parade. A parade, mother. They help a little homeless boy get a family and stuff.
Oh my god! Was this a whole series of movies, or was it just the one?
I think it's just the one.
I only know
it's just the one. There might be more, but
it's a lot of adventures for one movie.
Name any kids films from the 90s, and they probably have a bunch of sequels.
Just be sure when you're on that Google Images, you don't click on DeviantArt. I saw that up there.
I won't. I promise. Wow. I don't know. I think that's a halfway decent.
That is a great gift.
As a kid, I liked it, and that's what gift you'd get for a kid, so I don't think this is a bad option. Maybe not the best, but it's not a bad one.
We've definitely got worse ones here.
Oh, yeah.
So I assume.
It's like all dogs go to heaven, but without the dogs, just dinosaurs.
All dinosaurs go to heaven.
And instead of heaven, it's New York City. All dinosaurs go to New York City.
No, but like it was crazy at the end. Like they all turned into like these crazy like feral beasts and stuff like that. But the one thing that saved them was love. That's the one thing that got them.
It's a lesson we all need to learn.
What
lesson are you learning from a single balloon?
Not a damn
thing. Also, a single balloon for your birthday where there's probably should be a bunch of balloons for your birthday. Like, that sucks.
It just sounds like no one loves you. I vote for one balloon.
I really was gonna make a comment. I'm like, some of these options that we have on here is like a dad who clearly doesn't give a fuck about his kid. Like, I'm just there because they told me I had to be, and I gotta pay child support. Here's a balloon. Like,
yeah, here's your balloon. Says happy birthday.
Yeah. What if it's even not even happy birthday? It's just like it's a boy. Like,
yeah. Congratulations.
1 year closer to death. Here's your balloon, kid.
Yeah, I'm voting one balloon as well.
Yeah, same, Julian.
I would very much like to vote one balloon.
Sorry, one balloon. Moving on. In our next play-in round, we've got a porcelain banana going up against The Right Side of History by Ben Shapiro.
Both of these need clarification. I know Dave's got notes on one, and Andy has one.
This is
thankfully he's got the okay one.
Porcelain banana.
It is. You can hear it. Maybe it's a fucking porcelain banana. I got this from my aunt when I was about 12 or so, as a handful of gag gifts before she got me an iPod Touch.
Oh, wow.
So she gave me, this and deodorant and some other stupid shit, and I was like, thanks, okay. And then, after dinner, she's like, oh, I forgot one more gift. And then whipped out, an iPod Touch. And I was like, oh, thank you so fucking much. But I've kept this for almost 20 years now because it's just so fucking stupid that I have to keep it.
No, she gave you like a suburban housewife, like those table decorations where they have like the bowl of fake fruit and stuff?
Yep.
That's what she gave you.
Banana.
She got you one of them.
She got
not
you
the
one
set.
of them.
Do you
She
put
gave
it
you the
on your table
inspiration.
now?
I probably should. It's just in my second bedroom collecting dust, but it's a part of me. It's a long yellow part of me.
All right, Dave.
Phrasing.
Go on your notes on this one.
Yeah. So I didn't have this one on my list, but I was the one that put it on the bracket because I got a laugh out of it. But like honestly, it's not really a fun one. Like it shares a theme with all these in that it's useless, but it's not really a fun one to have a debate here about which is the worst to go on. So personally, I think this might be the worst, but I don't think we should continue to give it the attention that it would be getting. So I just have a few notes here. One, I think we all know who Ben Shapiro is. He's a bigot. He's awful. Piece of shit. He argues like a child. His whole argument is to just speak fast. It's bad.
Hypothetically, Dave, if you really want to break down this argument in a proper way, you hypothetically need to look at what you just said and what I believe that you just said. And hypothetically, I don't think what you just said is what I agree with. So you're wrong.
So instead, I just want to bring up a current affairs article that I was reading from Daniel Walden titled The West According to Ben Shapiro. It does a good job of going through what this book is about, why it's bad, why it's not worth your time. And I picked out two quotes that I liked from there. First is, after this mixed but slightly promising start, Shapiro's book begins a steep decline reflected in my own increasingly angry marginal note annotations, which finally devolved into written representations of my own screams. And then the second one is, this is, in short, not a book written to defend the notion of America's greatness, but rather to supply suitably infantile historical delusions to people unwilling to entertain the idea that America could ever be defined by anything else. So I recommend giving the article a read. Again, it's The West According to Ben Shapiro by Daniel Walden. And again, I'm not going to vote for it because I just think we don't need to give it any more attention other than to say it's awful and by an awful person.
I just remember him tweeting like 4 years ago or something that the phrase "the right side of history" is a really stupid phrase, and then he named his book
made his own book. Yeah,
but yeah, I agree. If you enjoyed Ben Shapiro's politics and you're a supporter, it'd be a great gift. But a porcelain banana is pretty shitty, no matter who you are.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the porcelain banana too. I ain't here to argue with that.
I'm gonna go porcelain banana.
Yeah, a sweep for the banana and more screen time for the banana. I'm just gonna keep doing this every once in a while.
I would like to see more of that banana.
Oh, good. Oh, you will. The last play-in bracket is going to be an ashtray, plain old ashtray, against a $50 Dairy Queen gift card.
Now look, I don't know who put the Dairy Queen gift card in there, but let me be the first to say you don't have to buy the food. You could
But it's
just get ice cream.
$50.
So get $50 worth of ice cream.
Buy the
You-
food.
You get all your friends to be like ice cream on me, but only from Dairy Queen because I got $50. No one's telling you to go there and get their shitty hot dogs and chicken fingers.
Do they make
No one's
burgers?
telling you
they
to
make
do
burgers,
that.
right?
Whatever
so.
they make,
Yeah.
don't get it. It's bad. Get the ice cream. An
Yeah.
ashtray, some people could find use in it, but could you imagine, even if you are a smoker, it's your birthday and somebody's like, yeah, here's an ashtray. You fuck.
It's true.
You're
I was gonna
killing
say you can put
yourself.
your keys in it, or it's like spare change, but it's still
You could use it for spare change.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
why don't you just then have a bank? Why an ashtray?
No, but at the same time, like ashtrays, I don't think ashtray is a bad one because like I live with smokers and they're always losing their ashtrays. If you've ever been around smokers at all, they're always looking for an ashtray. So give them an extra one. They'll probably lose it, but they can
Happy-
still have it.
That's
Happy
what next
birthday,
year's
you
birthday-
smoker.
That's what
Kill
next year's
yourself
birthday is for.
slowly.
Another ashtray.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yo,
if
I
they end
let
up
you just
quitting,
a-
then they got a key holder, or change holder.
But look, the Dairy Queen gift card gives you ice cream.
Yeah, but,
But not
clearly
good
the
ice
intention
cream.
is food.
It's
What?
like mediocre ice cream.
Yeah, I don't even like ice cream. And I'm
How many-
fighting for
oh,
it.
How many people right now that if you texted to be like, hey, do you want, assuming we weren't in a coronavirus lockdown, if you message them, be like, hey, do you want to go Dairy Queen to get some ice cream on me? How many people would actually probably go to Dairy Queen right now?
My wife,
No.
in fact, during the lockdown, we went through the Dairy Queen drive-through to get her ice cream.
I did
And
that
how
too.
many- How many trips would you have to do then for that $50?
As many as she wants.
Okay.
It would
I
take
feel
a
like you
while.
just have to be a different breed to like want to go out of your way to go to Dairy Queen to get anything.
No one said out of your way. Dairy Queens are everywhere. You could be driving around and be like, yeah, I want some ice cream. Thank God I got this $50 gift card. Versus, I have this ashtray. I smoke. And now I lost the ashtray. That birthday gift lasted shorter time than the Dairy Queen gift card did.
You can put
Yeah,
your
but
Dairy
it's
Queen gift card that you're not
mediocre
going to
ice
use
cream.
in the ashtray.
Mediocre, albeit, yes. But the ashtray is a mediocre gift from a mediocre friend who's
What if it's a
encouraging
really
you to continue to
fancy-
smoke.
What if it's a really fancy ashtray? What if it's like really cool, like from a novelty store, something that person would appreciate?
You said novelty store. There's nothing nice about a novelty store.
a novelty ashtray. Like, I ain't gonna lose this. This is the nice. Thank you.
And then 3 days later, like, hey, I lost your ashtray.
You put the
It's
gift
not
card
my
in.
ashtray. 'Cause
Also-
that
Also, circle back. How the fuck are you losing an ashtray? Just leave it on the table.
trust me. I don't know what it is, but every smoker that I've ever been around in my life is always looking for an ashtray.
Like golf
Always
balls.
looking for an ashtray.
I don't know. It just sounds
They're
like
not
to
looking
me
for a
like.
$50 Dairy Queen gift card. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that. They're
But
not
if they
gift
got
card.
that $50 Dairy Queen gift card, they'd be like, mediocre ice cream on me, motherfuckers.
To
Let's
put
go.
the gift card in a different perspective, it's someone literally saying, hey, I'm trying to be thoughtful by giving you money that you can only use at Dairy Queen.
You could
Not
sell
like
the
oh
gift.
Best Buy where you might go get something. No, Dairy Queen. This is more
It's so
thoughtful than giving you
true.
money because
I-
it's
Like for real.
I'm
No
shocked
one's looking-
the ashtray's getting so much love.
you're gonna get a gift
because,
card. Do
like,
something
no one's
like
looking for a $50 Dairy Queen gift card. Like
I would
I'm not
rather
gonna
have the money.
take a drag. We still got that $50 Dairy Queen gift card. Like no
Where'd you
one's
put it?
doing
Oh,
that.
it's in the ashtray.
Exactly. See, I knew we had that ashtray for some reason. We put useless ass cards in there. That come on, dog. Ashtray.
You could
All that-
resell the Dairy Queen gift card. You know, there's
Who
some
wants to
sites
buy
where you
it?
could.
Boom.
Oh no, the ones online where you could just get like $37 out of the
Ooh.
50 back.
Yeah, you
Get
could
it in
get
like
cash
either
for
a real
that.
gift card or
Anybody
actual-
that would buy a $50 Dairy Queen gift card does not care about their life. They don't. They probably don't even shower.
Wait, if
regularly.
anyone
What
who
does that
buys
say
the
about-
ashtray doesn't give a shit about their life, they're smoking.
Because like ashtrays are actually useful. People smoke out here. They don't go to Dairy Queen all the time.
Is there even a Dairy Queen out there?
No, but I don't like Dairy Queen. You
I remember
know what?
the week
I hope
after-
if anybody from Dairy Queen, if this gets like big enough, I hope that nobody from like Dairy Queen is just like, fuck this show.
The DQ
No, maybe
corporate
like, oh,
Twitter is
shit, we have to
coming
get
for
rid of
us.
DQ corporate Twitter is gonna come after us.
I remember, though, a week after at least me, Dave, and Andy graduated high school, me and Julian went to Dairy Queen, and
I
Julian
remember
amped
that day.
hard on
And-
those chicken fingers.
I remember that time.
You
I
were
remember that.
you were
And
chowing
I also remember asking, why are we at Dairy Queen?
You ate it,
specifically
though.
asked
Not only that,
question.
you ate the most of
I
it.
was like 17 and stupid. I
You
didn't
were
know no better.
You were 19 and maybe stupid.
19 and stupid, eating disgusting ass chicken fingers from Dairy Queen that sells mediocre ass. Like, I don't know what it is about Dairy Queen. I just don't like. I just really feel like, you know what it was? I remember when I was really young, me and my mom went to Dairy Queen, and I asked to have one of the Dairy Queen cakes, and she said, "Do you have Dairy Queen cake money?" And I got really mad.
What?
So I've just been holding on.
Specific money?
So I just got really in my feelings about the whole thing.
But a good memory from that is me and you put ketchup and salt in Bill's red shake thing. And almost threw up.
Why are we so mean to him? I
Hey,
feel
we're not
bad.
now. He's a dad now.
I feel so bad. Bill, if you ever see this episode, I love you, bro.
Well,
I'm
of course
sorry.
he's gonna see it. He's on the podcast. He came
Uh,
up with
I'll-
part of this bracket.
Anyways, I love you, man. I love you, Bill.
We all love Bill. I vote for an
do.
ashtray.
You're right, for an ashtray. I know you two guys are
Dairy Queen.
the Dairy Queen card.
So it's up to you, Jarek.
Man,
Spirited debate.
I know I would take forever to go through $50 of Dairy Queen, and I think by the end I just wouldn't feel like I want to anymore.
Think of how much gas you'd be wasting to go there and
Yeah.
all those trips.
We're going with the
Ah.
Dairy Queen card. Let's moving on.
Mm.
It's up against the doozy in the next round, though.
So we've got our Sweet 16, and our first matchup is that single balloon moving on against a complete collection of Kids Bop.
Yes.
That's like 30 CDs.
That's the worst gift imaginable. Oh, also, now that we're here, does everyone know which one they think should win in their head? Because we go in the.
Oh yeah,
end,
I
we
forgot
tell
to do
them.
that again.
I
this
always
time.
forget about that.
I
in
have-
the
I mean,
freaking
yeah, I
intro.
have
The
one
last
picked
two
out.
we did. I have one picked. Yeah, I have one picked
16.
out.
Oh, man.
All right, so now we could start. Does everyone got their one they
Yeah.
hate the most?
Yes.
To be clear, there's 40 Kids Bop as of
40?
November 15th,
Oh my God.
2019.
Now, look, this is a matchup of quantity versus quality. That one balloon has more value to me than the pain and suffering of 40 albums of Kids Bop.
Man, I was raised on Kids Bop 3.
I'm sorry for you.
I'd
So
rather be
good.
dead than listen to 40 Kids Bop albums.
You mean you really don't like the kids' version of "Let It Burn" by Usher? I love that version.
You're
You don't have to-
lying.
You don't have to listen to them. You just have to have the collection.
I
You
think
could have
somebody's
it
going to
sitting
come
in the
up and be
corner.
like, oh,
Oh, you're a big fan of Kids Bop.
wow, you must be a fuck.
What's wrong with that?
A lot.
I mean, where are you going to keep them? You got
Yeah,
to
that's
keep
space.
40 albums somewhere now. All of a sudden,
And then,
I mean, some people collect CDs, and that's cool. It's not that
Who-
much.
yeah,
who
but
collects
it's,
Kids Bops?
yeah, it's Kids Bop. Also, you look like
I
a
can think of a few
weirdo
people
being
that I actually.
30 years old with a bunch of fucking Kids Bop.
What if I? What? I don't
Yeah?
know. That is really weird. I'm not
That's
gonna
super
lie.
fun.
I can't even argue with that, honestly. I can't.
Nah, man, I just really love when kids sing Chicken Noodle Soup.
With soda on the side. Now I've got the song stuck in my head. Then
Kids
again,
Bop will do
like,
that to you, man.
No, seriously, like Kids Bop version of chicken noodle soup. It's no different than the original because it's literally just chicken noodle soup the whole time.
Yeah, but
Kids
then
can
you got
sing
like
that.
you got kids who sound like an idiot. It just sounds bad. The original song sounds bad, and they made it worse.
So imagine telling one of those children that was on that album, telling her mother, your child's retarded and they sound stupid. That's
You
so
know what?
mean.
They probably deserve it because they're selling their children out to Kids Bop. before
No,
they can make a decision for themselves legally. Mom,
I really
don't-
feel like that's
I'll
just like
sign
some
your
mom trying to live vicariously through her kid. Like, you're going to this thing. Like she's
Even
trying to
if they-
force the kid to the
even if they wanna
recording.
be a
But like, I don't
musician.
even want to be here.
Collection
Even
of
if they
Kids
wanna
Bop
be a
is-
musician or a vocal artist. Mom's like, gotta start somewhere. I'm gonna sign your soul away to fucking Kids Bop.
A collection of Kids Bop is there to remind you forever that how bad that gift was. Whereas a balloon, it's going to deflate in a couple of days, and then you throw it out. It's not going to remind you years from now about the time you got a complete collection of Kids Bop.
And we're talking
is a
about reselling
milestone.
the Dairy Queen gift card. Who the fuck is buying that from you?
Discreet play.
No, they won't take
No, they'd be like, no, we don't need these.
it. We could throw it in the garbage for you.
Yeah. There's a trash
That
can
counts.
out back if you want.
That counts.
All right.
The West
I
Borough Baptist
mean,
Church
we
would
know
probably
my
buy it
vote.
off you.
I'm a
Alright.
Kids Bop hater through and through.
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop.
I'm
Julian,
going
Kids
Bop.
Kids Bop. Well, fuck.
Because you can't.
Kids Bop it is.
It's that one argument that Andy had, like you're 30 and you have like that killed it. I was like, that signed it in for me. I was just like, damn, that's a good point.
All right, guys. Next up is an empty urn going up against nearly any Funko Pop.
Okay.
Not any Funko Pop, but almost any. Funko
Almost
Pop.
every one of them.
An
Well,
empty urn is just mean. That's cruel.
I mean, I got nearly any Funko Pop behind me. I see Andy
Oh.
has nearly any Funko Pop behind him.
We got some.
It has nothing to say
Yeah.
about you two as people, but they're awful. They
I
all
love
look the
'em.
same. I can't stand them. They're so bad, but nothing against anyone that likes them. They're
Well,
awful. I would
An
not.
empty
wanna get into
urn
them.
just tells me that somebody wants me dead. It's like here's
yeah, that
preparation.
is really cruel.
Maybe they thought it was a giant ashtray.
That's not what an ashtray looks like.
It could be a vase. You could put flowers in it,
Yeah.
or sticks. Long sticks could fit in your urn
Or you're
until you
inevitable,
die.
or inevitably your body.
Of course.
We made it.
Eventually, it's an ashtray, just for different type of ashes.
But then again, like urns are actually really, really nice. They could pass as they could pass as vases easily. So
But also, you know that it's an urn. It's given to you as an urn. Like, hey, I bought you an urn. Happy
but who's
birthday,
gonna say
motherfucker.
that? I'm not gonna buy an urn and then give it to like my little cousin and say, "This is an urn. You put dead people in here." Like, I'm not gonna say
But
that.
are you gonna buy a Funko Pop for your cousin?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there you go. It's not a bad gift. I think
Yeah,
Dave.
Funko Pop
I
isn't
think
a bad
Dave
idea.
is just an angry boy over there. He can't see
Pop's
art.
Awful.
because he didn't get one. We need to give him one for a
Look at
gift.
all of them right there. There's some there.
I will not
Behind
accept it.
me. There's a bunch back there.
I will
Look at all them
accept
Pokemon.
your intentions, but I will not accept the gift itself.
You know, Andrew gave me 2 Funko Pops. It was weird, but I accepted them.
Which
Oh,
ones?
But see,
I don't-
that time
I
out.
think he
Now
got me
you-
a bat. I think he got me a Batman one and a Super Saiyan Goku one.
Also, I'm selling a bunch of my Funko Pops, and I'm getting a lot more money than I fucking paid for them. So the gift keeps on giving, baby.
You bought it for yourself and then sold it for yourself. I love it.
Do that with the urns.
Hey, one of them I bought for $8, sold it for $230. You tell me what's bad about that.
Yeah, nearly any Funko Pop is a good gift.
I agree.
I'm aware I'm the only one here that is going to vote for it. Put my vote there.
Yeah, put that
Hey,
negative in
I
there.
just did. Sorry.
Fuck you, Dave.
No,
That
you
was
can
an
do it as a
accident.
negative one.
It's fine.
Empty urn, everybody else?
Yeah, I just think that's morbid.
Really fucked up.
All
Can we
right,
curse
next.
on here?
What's up?
Can we curse on here?
Oh, yeah. We've been saying fuck all day.
Oh, great. Fuck. All right.
All right, next up, we've got Duke Nukem Forever versus a desk calendar of the Dilbert cartoons.
So Duke
What is-
Nukem Forever is a personal pain for
Who
me.
put Dilbert?
I think Andy did.
No,
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
Then it was Bill.
It might be a
maybe.
bill.
what's so bad about Duke Nukem Forever?
It's a bad game.
It's a very
Okay.
bad game.
Duke Nukem Forever. Let me tell you, this is a pain point for me because Duke Nukem 3D is a fun romp that everyone from the 90s has probably played. It's not for kids. And then there's been this long promise that they're making a sequel to it. And it gets in development hell for 14 years.
Mm.
It's picked up by Gearbox in the end, which is not a good sign.
At the time, it was a great sign. And they put out the biggest pile of garbage. So bad that I had to tell myself that I spent money on this, so I have to like it.
I warned you too.
Wasn't I there when you bought it?
No, I bought it when I was dorming in Chicago. I bought it in like some very sketchy area. So I risked my life for Duke Nukem Forever.
I warned you like
go
a
to
week in
get that.
advance.
There wasn't a GameStop close to DePaul, so I went very far west on Fullerton.
Like how far west?
Very far, past the expressway.
You went all the way out. Holy shit! I'm trying to think of what's out there.
Scariness, but at Duke Nukem Forever.
Do anything for that Duke, baby.
And it's
I warned
so
you like a week in advance that it wasn't looking good, that it wasn't going to be good.
And you risked your safety just to get that game. How do you feel?
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's the worst thing I could imagine.
It's like if you took Duke Nukem 3D, made a worse version of it, and then also a worse version of it so many years later when that gameplay doesn't maybe always hold up in all the good spaces, while it's meanwhile making fun of all the other games that have came since about like energy shields and Halo and like all
minus the last point. Then sounds a lot like Sonic 06.
Except Sonic was making games the whole time. Duke Nukem made a game in like 1995, and its next game was 2011.
I will say I'm not sure how much Gearbox had to do with this bad game, but they are the ones that ended up releasing it. But yeah, it's awful. It's a bad game, and I don't know why anyone would be happy to see it now. You could probably get it for less than like $5. It's probably a couple bucks if you find it.
Not worth
like
it.
Bargain bin.
Not worth it.
Ouch. So how about
$5
that?
is too much for it.
That's a lot of money. For
Meanwhile,
Duke
Dilbert
Nukem
Desk
Forever.
Calendar is all about business humor. I work in an office. It's relatable. That's about it.
I mean, it can at least double as a desk calendar if you don't like Dilbert and its boring ass humor.
I don't
It
know.
is boring
like,
ass humor. Office life is boring ass life.
Listen,
That's
it's
true. I
not
mean,
worth
it's there for entertainment, and plus, like, how do you know it wasn't inspiration for like The Office or any other of those shows like that?
Yeah, who knows?
It's
And
not
it's
the Dilbert
Dilbert.
trilogy on YouTube, so
Don't put that in. That's scary shit.
I'll take a death calendar of Dilbert trilogy on YouTube.
Hey, we have a potential bracket of weirdest YouTube videos. You save your Dilbert for there.
Oh man.
Somebody asked me what was wrong with me when I showed that to people.
Oh god.
Actually, it's somebody who's been on the podcast, friend of the pod, Tony Galski.
Oh god.
He's not wrong to ask.
No, he was right there.
I vote for Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
It's petty.
Yeah, I'm Duke Nukem.
Same, Julian.
I'm going Duke Nukem.
All right. Sorry, Dilbert desk calendar.
I risked my life for you, Duke.
If anything, that's an honor. It's not progressing.
All right. Next up, Andy, I know this one was yours. A flight to Ohio. You didn't even specify a city, just anywhere in the state.
Anywhere in Ohio, the worst state imaginable.
You bitch about Ohio all the time.
I
All the
hate
time.
Ohio. I hate people from Ohio. They're not friends of the pod. I'm just kidding, but like only partially, and I'll explain why.
And that's going up against
nothing to do there.
nothing to do. Flight to Ohio is going up against 100 individually wrapped dollar bills.
Who has time to do that petty shit?
But time out.
That is so damn petty and annoying.
Money is money. I'll take $100. I don't care how you fucking give it to me. That's $100 more than I had for you individually wrap those. Also, that's a pain for the giver, not the receiver. I'll unwrap $100. I got money.
That's still a
Ohio.
pain.
Ohio.
That's still pain, and it's annoying. And as
You know
far
what's
as
what's a
Ohio,
bigger pain? Ohio.
I
Ohio
have family out in
sucks.
Ohio.
And
I
they
have family
probably
out in
hate it
Ohio.
because they probably want to move to Chicago like everyone else from Ohio and then talk
no,
about
they've lived there
how
their
much they love
entire lives
Ohio.
and happily.
Ohio sucks. Tell me what there is in Ohio. You're going to go to fucking Cleveland? That
Dave Chappelle.
shamble of a city? That absolute disgrace of a city? Are you going to go
Dave
to
Chappelle lives
Columbus?
there.
Yeah. Notice how he's not there too much anymore because he can be anywhere else. He's got money to leave. LeBron James left Cleveland.
Well, that was because they were
Twice.
screwing his mom. That's because they were screwing his mom. That's because they were fucking his mom.
Yeah, because
Behind
Ohio
his back.
sucks. Everyone, I've had many people agree with this statement. Have you ever talked to somebody from Ohio in Chicago and the first thing they want to talk about is Ohio? Like, all they talk about is Cleveland. But they don't go back to Cleveland. They moved away from Cleveland.
I don't think I've ever met anyone that's talked about Ohio.
Oh, I have. I worked a fundraiser.
Other than you.
I worked a fundraiser at for not Relay for Life. Might have been Relay for Life. I was at Feldco. It was a promotional thing, Alzheimer's walk, and we had a booth, and some guy came by. I'm like, oh hey, how are you? You want to sign up for this thing? He's like, oh, I'm not from here. I'm like, oh, where are you from? And he just pulls down his hat to show me a Cleveland a Cavs hat, and then he stands back and shows me his Cavalier shorts. I'm like, could have just said I'm from Cleveland. They like walk around and fucking rep Cleveland all day. But that's not the problem with going to Ohio.
I feel
Problem
like
is you're going to spend your time on a flight to Ohio to do what?
I feel like that guy is the type of person to wrap 100 individually wrapped dollar bills.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds-
mean,
That's
these are
the type of dude right there. So I think maybe this is a 2-for-1. The fact that he's from Ohio. I'm still going with 100. And
what
'cause that's
you
so
would
goddamn
rather go
petty.
to Ohio than get money? That's
yes, I
bad.
have family out there.
No.
My nephews are out
Ooh.
there. My sister is out there. And my
You tell your
brother's out
sister to
there.
move somewhere better.
I've got no opinions on Ohio, and at least with the $100, I'd have
real.
$100 more. So I
I'm going
would
for
vote
Ohio.
for Ohio in this case because I'd rather have $100.
I've been to every major city in Ohio. I just went to Columbus for a Blue
Just
Jackets
give me
game.
the money straight. Just give me the money straight. Don't do all
Who
this
cares?
really
It's a
unnecessarily
gag.
childish
Oh,
shit. I'm a
oh.
30-year-old man. I don't need little little tiny look origami, and they're all $100. That is so much unnecessary shit for me. It's petty.
But you know what else is unnecessary? Ohio.
Oh god.
I don't agree with these opinions being expressed by Andy. I would just rather have $100.
Look, I have no problem with people from Ohio. I just made that observation, and
Clearly
it's a
you
joke
do.
to me. My opinion is of Ohio. I've been to Columbus to see a Blue Jackets game. There was literally nothing to do. And then I went to Cleveland for a hockey tournament, and there was nothing to do. And then I
There's a
went to
hockey tournament?
Cincinnati for a hockey tournament, and there was nothing to do.
Clearly,
We
there's
literally
hockey
sat in a
tournament.
hotel all 3 times.
Okay, so how is the quality at the hotel?
Shit!
I'm sure it's no different than anything. here.
I don't really know.
A comfort inn is a comfort inn across the nation, man.
Yeah, I
Man
don't
said
really know.
comfort
I was
inn.
just being that was just a
How many
joke.
comfort or like La Quinta Inn? Maybe it's a step above La Quinta Inn.
Probably, maybe. So my aunts would often get me gag gifts. My other aunt, not the one who gave me the porcelain banana, but another aunt would often give me gag gifts for my birthday, and she worked in the bank, so she would have access to bills and whatnot. So she did something very, very similar to this. She got a box of like checks, and throughout the checks, and replaced them with singles, dollar bill singles, but taped them together so that I would pull it out and there'd be one and it would be taped, and I would have to somehow either peel it off or just cut the bill. And it took me like an hour to go through 100 of these, and it without actually ripping the dollar bill open
Right.
and like making it not working. It was a huge pain in the ass. It was a
But-
huge fucking pain in the ass.
Thank
But
you.
let me just.
I had like $93 by the end of it, not
It took-
100.
It took
So
you
you
an
didn't even get a
hour.
guaranteed
It
100?
took you an
Yeah.
hour. Tell me what job any of us have worked where you made $93 in an hour. I rest my case.
What a job.
And everyone's probably laughing except for you, but then you got $93 for an hour's worth of work. Sounds like a fucking win to me.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
mean,
voting.
money is money. I'm just saying
Ah.
it's annoying.
Oh, boo. All right, get Jordan in here.
Okay, she went to Duncan, but I'll give her a text.
Okay, hold on. I could text Kelly. She's
All right,
at
go
work
for it.
right now, but she just did text me.
This is the best part of the podcast where half of us text our significant others and everyone else waits.
I don't have my phone. Oh wait, yeah, I do. I could go on my computer.
I know what she's gonna vote for.
Yeah, sounds like there's a lot of bias there.
Someone's in an anti-Ohio household.
He's got PTSD from Ohio.
Now look, part of this is a playing it up, but I don't hate people from Ohio, but I do.
You just hate that one specific guy.
That one
one
dude
specific-
from Ohio.
I will say though, a lot of people that I know from Ohio, like within the first 3 sentences, have brought up they're from Ohio, which is fine. Pride of where you're from. Although I don't talk about Chicago like that.
I
But
talk about Chicago like that.
yo, what's up? From Chicago, baby. I'd hate you. I fucking hate you. But the state is boring. It's a big like, hey, I bought you tickets on a vacation. Great. Where are we going? Ohio. Cool. Oh,
Can't
Kelly
wait to go
voted
there
a
for
flight.
my honeymoon.
Kelly voted a flight to Ohio, as predicted.
Yeah, so did Jordan because she fucking hates me. So, Flight to Ohio moves on. Finally done with that shit. All right, next up, Porcelain Banana makes another appearance, but it's going up against Star Wars Episode 9 on Blu-ray.
Big time
Yeah,
slam
nothing.
dunk against Star Wars on this one, baby. Star Wars Episode 9 sucks.
Yep.
It was fucking awful.
I'm just gonna go with what you guys say because I did not watch it.
Do you care about spoilers? Do we want to go into any spoilers with this?
Go into spoilers because it's comically bad and we're going to save people like fucking 180 minutes of time.
There's so many characters in this movie that die or are about to die, then like not even minutes in time, sometimes seconds later, but in the most egregious one, minutes later, revealed like, oh no, he was on a different ship. He was on some other ship that you didn't see, the same model. Yeah, he's fine. He's alive. Oh, C-3PO lost his memories. No, he's good. We got a backup. He's still alive. Oh, Finn's okay. Finn's okay.
It was, I mean, we're talking spoilers. If you really don't want spoilers for this shit ass movie, skip like a minute or two ahead. The most egregious is fucking Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Rey learns that
Aw.
she could shoot force lightning and accidentally blows up a ship that Chewbacca's supposedly on. And literally the wipe after, Chewbacca's just on another ship.
Yeah, he's fine.
Literally the Star Wars
Also,
wipe and after.
also, they're just like, oh yeah, she got force lightning. We're not gonna like really do anything with it though, or like in like look into why, or play with the idea of like, oh, why does she have like something that's typically associated with Sith? No, we're just gonna ignore it and just give her a cool thing.
Also, I'm sure a lot of people found annoying in episode 6 when they're like, oh, by the way, we're making another huge ass Death Star. In this one, they're like, we have a bunch of ships that
All
are
of
also
their-
Death Stars.
All of their capital
Millions
ships are
of
Death
them.
Stars. Yeah.
Also,
Palpatine being back and as a clone cheapens the end of episode 6. It makes what is already my least favorite original trilogy movie worse retroactively. Like actively makes it worse.
I will say one of the funny parts is they're in a fight with like the rebels are in a fight against the million Death Stars, and they land a ship on one of them where they ride Star Wars horses on the top of the ship.
They
the
introduced a
thing.
bunch of needless characters. Like who what was the name of that friend of Poe's that we just meet on that one planet?
The one that kind of hinted
Groogly?
that.
It was Groogly, wasn't it?
No.
Are you talking about the one that they sort of implied was related to Lando in some way?
No, that's the one they just randomly find on Endor.
Yeah, that's
That's another useless one. No, the one that's like where we get introduced to Babu Frick, the only character I can remember. The lady that's in like the armor and the helmet, and she doesn't take her helmet
I know
off.
what you're talking about.
You don't even remember her.
Yeah, that movie was dumb.
Awful. It's an awful movie.
Just very
So,
dumb.
sweep for Star Wars. Let's move
I'll
on.
just go with Star Wars.
Sorry,
Julian, I'm
folks,
voting
I'm
for
banana.
you because you didn't see it. It's bad. Move
I didn't
on.
see it.
Goodbye, porcelain banana.
I'm gonna look up that
But
character.
episode 9 has Babu Frick. Episode 8 has nothing. It's worse than this one. But moving on. I just wanted to get that in.
All right, moving on are the Brain Force Plus pills
What
against a
is that?
Microsoft Zune. I know you guys told me what Brain Force Plus pills were when we were putting this together. But I
think
kinda
Dave
forgot.
needs to-
It's Alex Jones's snake oil that he peddles to try to increase your intelligence.
Google
Doesn't work.
time.
You just had to say Alex Jones, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Brain Force Plus pills.
What?
InfoWars Life Brain Force Nootropic Capsules.
It's his
Wait,
his crappy
Could
little.
you go to all and then click on his paid ad if he has one, just to make him spend a little extra money? Yeah, click on that.
Supercharge your mind.
All right, now let it load.
Ultra powerful.
Let it load, and then as soon as you see an image back out, so he's got a higher bounce rate, and he paid money for this click.
God, hidden digital marketing wise.
Flip the switch
Wow.
and supercharge your state
only
of mind.
$19.95 though, because
Alright.
they're in all the retail stores. Absolutely, I can get these at my local GNC.
And hey, look, like, you know, we're really dunking on a couple people here that maybe some people follow, and you know, like Ben Shapiro, whatever. This one, there's no excuse.
Yeah, he.
Here we go.
yeah.
All right, goodbye.
Yay, bounce rate higher.
It said thank you for supporting the info war on the top left corner.
Thank you for paying
my
for that
Scientifically
click.
formulated. That's a lie.
What a goober. All right, and that's going up against a Microsoft Zune. And I know, Dave, you had
Whoa.
arguments ready for this.
I don't really have any arguments. I think I might have gotten this once for a birthday, but it was probably more likely a Christmas due to because it wasn't cheap, so it was probably more likely a Christmas. I liked my Zune. The Zune was great.
I knew a couple people.
I
with
hated
Zune.
iTunes.
Yeah,
'cause it was
Kevin had a
horrible on
Zune.
Windows.
Yeah, Kevin had a
Zune was
Zune.
great. I watched The Office in our high school. The sophomores and freshmen lunch was only half the period, and so the other half you were sitting in a classroom doing nothing. So I would just watch The Office on my Zune because they had a good display. It was good. Zune's good.
Look, I'm going to vote for the Zune mostly for not having to talk about Alex Jones anymore. There we go. That's my vote.
I will say for Brain Force Plus pills, the suggestion someone giving you those means they think you're stupid. If they think you
That's
need
true.
pills to make your brain better, they
Hey,
think
look.
you're stupid.
I think the Brain Force pills are the worst gift on the list. I'm going to vote for the Zune so I don't have to talk about Alex Jones anymore.
I'm gonna go Zoom.
I'm going Brain Force.
Man, I would have liked a Zune. I never had one. I
But,
thought they
you
were
got an
kinda cool.
iPod Touch, which means your parents
I don't
love
know,
you
man, like,
more.
The only reason that anybody ever got like a Zune, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sure this is probably
I
not
asked for
your.
my Zune.
Oh,
Oh,
you
you asked
poor
for it?
soul.
Yeah, I wanted
Everybody
Zune.
that I knew had a Zune asked for an iPod at the time, and then they got the Zune, and they just kind of looked at it like, "Oh, thanks." Like,
Zune was
Ouch.
good.
It's the poor kid's iTouch.
said pork.
iTunes sucked, especially back then on Windows, so I didn't
Hey.
want to have to deal with it ever
Hey,
again. So I went with Zune.
looking back as an adult, the Zune doesn't look like a bad thing.
No.
But back in the day, it's just like, why don't you have an iPod, you
The
bastard?
Zune had this cool thing where like the first layer of coating was kind of clear but tinted, so like it was like a black Zune, but it was also had a blue tint based like when you moved it around. It was cool.
I mean, you don't have to
I just
argue. I mean, I
remember
agree.
that thing
I
being
agree.
mad
Zune's
heavy when I
cool looking.
first
It was
Right.
big. It was big.
It was a huge. You could like hurt.
It was a
somebody
brick.
with that.
Yeah,
Like for real.
but it probably could do more.
All right, I'm
Maybe
voting for the
it.
Zune too. I just want to talk more about it next round. I think that's all right. Next up, our $50 Dairy Queen gift card is
Oh my fucking.
going up against the Watchtower pamphlet. What the hell
What
is
is
that?
that?
That's the shit you get from Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh,
Oh.
Could you imagine your birthday party? Somebody comes, it's like, the end is near.
oh
And
dear.
you-
All righty.
And they gave it to you as a gift, like
It's
what,
like
Yeah.
worth living.
salvation. Like, that's what
Are
I'm.
you kidding me?
Well, it's a gift because you're going to be saved by Jesus.
Oh my god! It's not definitely,
Oh,
it's definitely
the
not an
Watchtower,
official
like, What
image.
is up with that dude? Oh, that's not.
But the one
Okay.
that's from Mad Max down there.
Like, yeah, I was about to say, like, whoa.
So this is a bad gift. Am I wrong?
Wait, is that White Jesus? Why does White Jesus look like Burt Reynolds? Or
looks like the normal Dwight Jesus I usually see, but with a cut hair.
Oh my god!
What's wrong with Burt Reynolds' Jesus, Julie?
I know, like not Kenny Loggins, but what's Michael McDonald's? He looks like more like Michael McDonald.
Oh my
Yeah, like a
God.
cross mix between Michael McDonald, Burt Reynolds, and Bobby Caldwell. That's what he looks like.
Beautiful beard.
Thank goodness on
He
YouTube I
could
marked this
sing
is
his
not
ass
for
off.
children.
All
walk
suffering soon to end.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Imagine that as a birthday gift, and now you're gonna shit on Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got a Watchtower pamphlet. I'll throw it away. But like getting it as a gift is specifically the extra bad part. It's not like someone came to my door and I'm just gonna throw it away later.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Someone gave it as a gift.
It's somebody like you're friends with a Jehovah's Witness, which that's not the problem. The problem is they come and they're like, "Hey man, my gift to you is salvation." Boom, baby. And then that's your gift. Happy fucking
going-
birthday.
Yeah, I'm
The
going
end is
Watchtower.
nigh. Vote Watchtower.
I still think Dairy Queen's bad, and that wasting
Dairy
gas on it
Queen's
is bad.
terrible. But you know what?
You're getting
Yeah, I'm
money
going
versus salvation, though.
I'm going Dairy Queen. I'm not gonna lie.
Julian
still
wants that
really
beautiful,
awful.
beautiful salvation.
He looked just like Bobby Caldwell. Okay, I still got that beautiful, beautiful white Jesus with the nice haircut, the nice lineup. Shit.
Now I have a real problem with this first one here.
Wasn't this your idea?
Yeah, I think this is.
No.
These
I
might
have a
both
real
be
problem
yours.
with it as a gift.
Oh,
See, these are the options that I was telling y'all about. Both gifts looks like from a dad who has to be there because the court system said you have to.
Look,
Like, I just came here to give your mom this $500 check. It's your birthday, so here's some
Yeah.
underwear.
Here's
now
a
look,
handshake,
the
bud.
underwear, they actually bought you something. The lip-wristed handshake, they come in like, give it
Bud.
here, son, and then you go for the handshake, and it's bad. Lip-wristed
Oh my
handshake in the
God.
first place is like the worst feeling on earth. But then that's your gift. Happy fucking birthday.
Underwear that doesn't fit. Like, you're 10 years too late, Dad. I don't even like the Ninja Turtles no more.
Now hold on, we all love the Ninja Turtles still, Julie.
But like Ninja
Hey,
Turtles
hey.
tidy whities, if I ever find out that you have a
If-
Ninja Turtle tidy whitey,
If my fat ass,
will really
if my fat
I would
ass could
really
squeeze into some Ninja
reconsider.
Turtle tidy whities, maybe, but my ass can't squeeze into that shit.
Oh my god! I remember in elementary school that there was this one kid who had Power Rangers tidy whities, and like they always
Oh.
had piss stains on them. That's what I think of. That's what I think of. It's terrible. Underwear that doesn't fit. At least
What?
a limp handshake, like you're acknowledging me, Dad. Thank you.
No, they're not. No, they're not. In the underwear, they bought something for you. The handshake, they're like, oh,
That
Came to
doesn't fit.
came to the party to hit on single moms, and oh yeah, it's your birthday. Didn't buy anything. Here you go, and they come in like,
A handshake is like literally no thought.
yeah.
Is
Not only is it no thought, but they didn't even do
look
it
at this
well.
shit right
Oh,
here.
no.
Look at this shit.
Hey, Andy, could you do me a favor and click on that for another pay?
No,
No, they paid for the clicks.
I don't
They
want
did-
to.
Look, so you are cookied, so you can't pick on the paid ads anymore. But this one is a different source, so they pay for that. Now get out of here.
Ooh, a new Betsy Ross shirt.
Mm,
Ba-boom!
Christmas in
That's
July.
Causing them
Gotta
to pay
start the
more
war
money,
on Christmas
baby.
early.
Fuck me. All right, finally. Kid-friendly baking for the win.
Yeah. Also, like, I've had to. I've already mentioned I work in an office. I have to deal with a lot of handshakes. Usually, when someone gives me a bad handshake, it's like the thing I'm thinking of the
Oh, no.
most.
Oh,
No, it's probably the thing I'm thinking of the most for the first 5 minutes of that
Did you
conversation.
do that just to throw off momentum, or were you really curious?
No, my aunt actually, the same one who got me the porcelain banana, got me a package of purposely irregular briefs that had like one leg hole for your leg that was incredibly huge, and the other one that was like really tight. They were purposely made.
Wrong.
Your
That
aunt sounds
sounds
like a
weird.
fucking riot. I love her.
That sounds really weird. I'm not gonna lie. Coming from your aunt, like here's a banana in really small shorts. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but then she
Oh, I
bought.
agree. It was
But
weird.
then she bought him an
It was
iPod
weird.
Touch, not a Zune, an iPod Touch. That's
Hey,
love.
maybe she got you a Zune. You'd be like, actually, this is pretty good.
I probably would have liked it. Maybe not as much as an iPod Touch, but
that fucking
a little
handshake, though. Could you imagine
You know
like
that
your dad coming up and giving you a limp wristed handshake, and then you have to sit there and think about that handshake and how it was like a dead fish. He didn't even bother to like give you like a nice firm handshake.
I'm not obsessed with handshakes. That seems like a weird thing to me.
then again,
If
a
someone,
limp
I give
handshake.
out bad handshakes all the time on accident. Like,
No,
whatever.
it's a bad first impression. Now imagine that first impression with your dad you haven't seen in 4 months.
4
That's your
months.
first impression of your dad.
I don't,
Well,
I don't
we're
really care
saying
about
this is
someone's
deadbeat
handshake.
dad gifts. Here's a your dad comes in, haven't seen him in 4 months, gives you the
Here's
dead
some
fish.
underwear that doesn't fit.
Yeah, I mean he gave you something.
I don't even
Meanwhile-
have the time to try to figure, like, ask your mom what size underwear you need.
Let alone like he was probably in like a Target and then just threw some shit in there.
Yeah,
And then
he went
last
to a
minute,
Target.
Like, oh
he
snap!
got
Yeah.
yeah. That's better than oh snap! I'm at the birthday party hitting on little Jimmy's single mom. Give my son a handshake.
I think
But what
that
if
scenario
the
happens in
underwear
both
was for
cases.
him though? What if he's like it's underwear that doesn't fit, so it's like too big? Like he was getting himself an extra pair and he just forgot. And he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna grow up one day. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Here
you
go.
will grow
Yeah,
up
you'll
one
grow
day.
with these.
Yeah, you'll grow
You
into
will
it.
grow
That's
up
a
one
dad
day.
that cares. He knows you're gonna grow, be a big man.
what if
From
you just?
a big man.
Well, what if he bought it, in the wrong size, just so you could give it back to him at his birthday the next time?
Yeah, but if you're gonna grow, why would you? It's like, okay, I got
Yeah,
these,
you might grow
I
like
got
in
these
8
sweet
years.
undies from my dad.
I think a 35-year-old dad or a 40-year-old dad is going to have the same waist size for his
Look.
next birthday. He
Look,
wants that underwear back.
You are convincing me to go with the underwear. I hate a bad handshake. A bad handshake. First off, both these were on my fucking list anyway. So
What if it's like limp and like the thing I hate about limp wristed handshakes is like they're always clammy and it always feels like they got like their hands dipped in water. That's just nasty.
hey man,
I feel like I have to wash my hands.
I come from a world where the first thing you do is you shake someone's hand, and if it's bad, you're like thinking about it a little bit, like, ugh, what the hell was that?
You're right. Okay, I'm
what
gonna have
kind
to
of
go
a
with,
fucking bitch is this?
I'm gonna have to go with a limp wristed handshake because that's actually a really good point because you have to sit there and think about how nasty that shit was.
Yeah, and it's like, now imagine that as your birthday gift from deadbeat dad. Like, come here, son.
All right, so it's 2 for limp wristed handshake.
Yeah.
Then again,
You
he
almost
could always
convinced me
spend
with
the
the
day with
underwear,
you.
but then I'm going back to the handshake. I don't like that shit.
I'm going with the underwear because at least your dad wants to touch you. A nice dad.
Oh, no.
Nice fatherly bit of affection there. Maybe he doesn't want to hug you. We don't want to graduate to hug just yet, but a handshake is a step in the right direction.
That's also true. They couldn't hug you. They couldn't embrace you. They just went in for the handshake. Here, Dave, this'll help you get over the hump. This is what I would expect Gendo to do with Shinji.
I was just about to say that.
I'm not. So I don't have a problem with people's handshakes. The clammy part, yeah, but like a weak one, whatever. Who cares? But it's a handshake for a birthday gift. That's
What
bad.
if like that was the only gift that Shinji got from his father? Like the only.
Come here, you little bitch of a son.
It wasn't even.
No, he got
that.
no contacts.
None. He got no contact.
He didn't even get a handshake.
All right.
That,
Our Elite Eight has been formulated.
Cyber, baby.
And we're starting off with a big one. The complete collection of Kids Bop and the empty urn.
I stand by that Kids Bop is a creepy thing to have in your home.
Yeah,
it is really creepy to have.
I'm continued to be convinced by the Kids Bop one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with Kids Bop.
Kids
Wow,
Bop, baby.
okay. I still think the urn is the most morbid one on this list. And
It
just
is
morbid,
morbid. but at least
yes.
it's
one
not Kids
awful
Bop.
message.
But what awful message are you gonna get from like? Here's a bunch of Kids Bop. I'm 30 years old.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it'll introduce me to music I didn't know before. Maybe songs I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bad
That's
song.
what
Let's
Kids Bop
listen to the
3
other
did
one.
for me.
Wow,
That's what
I'm
Kids
really
Bop 3
liking
did
the
for me.
lyrics sung by these children. I wonder how they were changed to be PC or not PC, PG.
Yeah, could you imagine like kids like doing the kids version of like 50 Cents like in the club
or candy shop.
or candy?
I
Hey.
actually went to a candy shop I didn't lick the lollipop until I paid full price.
There's a bad knockoff of Kids Bop called Kids Pop that doesn't have these standards. They sing "Getting Hot in Here," and they don't change the lyrics.
It's
Holy
even
shit.
weirder.
They don't change the lyrics.
It's way worse.
It's bad.
Hold
Thanks,
on one
Giant
sec. I'm
Bomb,
gonna
for
go
letting me
shut
know
my
about
dog
that
up. She
awful,
barking.
awful song.
And okay, Kids Bop 3. This is what, 2001 or so, I think. I don't remember exactly.
Complicated. You don't have to call. Don't let me get. That's a really strange one.
I'm sure I know these songs, but I don't know them by the names.
These
Just a
were
friend.
Am I that out of touch?
fantastic.
Okay,
I don't
what are we
like.
looking
I
at
don't
Kids
get
Bop
just a
3?
friend. I don't like. Is that click on just a friend really quick? I want to see something.
Is this the
This is the Kids Bop version.
And this is from Mario. If they redid the, this
This
is
Mario
Mario's
one?
version. If it was from 2002, I remember because everybody was singing this song. Why does that even
Not
need to be on
everyone.
here?
so that they can show people who don't have musical taste quite yet how great music can be.
Whose parents are sheltered and sheltering their kids?
Is this the one with Smash Mouth on it?
I don't.
I
You
thought
could
this
have
one
put-
had I'm a
How
Believer.
many of them probably do have Smash
I
Mouth?
feel like Smash Mouth is a Kids Bop in secret. It's a
Yeah.
Kids Bop album in secret. That's what I really feel like that is.
So we got our vote here. This was an
Yeah.
easy vote.
you
Man,
could
I'm
possibly
glad
turn an urn into something good, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, this one's big for me.
I'm gonna let you take this one because I don't know what to say. I have
Let's-
family in Ohio, so I can't
let's-
hate Ohio. I
Here's
don't
what
really
I'll
have
say.
very many bad memories from Ohio.
Look, I hate Ohio. At least Ohio's a trip. Duke Nukem. I risked my life for Misery.
You went to the hood to get that.
That game took years off of my life. I was so
Can you look
excited
up,
for
Can you
it.
look up Duke Nukem Forever on like Amazon or GameStop? I wonder how much a used copy of it sells for.
Don't even tell me. No, I spent money on this game.
You
Also,
bought the
that's another
collector's
thing.
edition.
And
I did.
only worse. And only worse.
Oh,
Oh,
$20.99?
$3, $4 on eBay.
Yeesh.
A worse gift for that would like be to when you got home, it was like a copy of DVD of You Got Served. That would be even worse.
to be
I did
fair,
give that. I gave that to my friend once.
I
And
would
we
take
watched
you
it
guys-
3 times.
I would take You Got Served
Well, it's
over
not
having
Do
bad.
it
to
for
play
Lil
through
Saint.
Duke Nukem.
Do it for
Forever.
Lil Saint.
It's not that bad of a movie.
I can't reiterate enough how bad Duke Nukem Forever is.
Is it as
Hey,
bad
you
as You Got
leave up.
Served?
You were holding on.
No,
to hope.
it's worse.
Oh wow.
Duke
I'm going
Nukem
Duke Nukem.
Forever is just there's nothing good about it. Keep in mind, You Got Served has a time limit. Duke Nukem Forever, you got to beat it. You have to fight those controls and that bad story and that pain and misery.
Yeah,
the
you
bad
also
jokes.
no. Well, I guess I have no issues with Flight to Ohio.
I
I
do
really have
obviously,
no
but
issues.
I'll give the Ohioans a break because I'd rather sit in a hotel room in Columbus than ever have to even look at Duke Nukem Forever again.
Good God, man.
Wow, that is
Duke for sure.
intense.
All right,
For
I'm also
Andy,
going
that
with
is like
Duke
the seventh
Nukem.
layer of hell.
It's like I inevitably go to hell and they're like, your hell is Duke Nukem Forever. It's like, oh no. Just keep
And
beating
you're
it.
in Ohio.
Just keep beating it. I mean,
And
yeah, that's bad.
Dave, where are you at?
Yes, it's Duke. Absolutely.
Duke? All right.
going Duke.
Okay. On the other
Oh.
side of the bracket, Star Wars Episode 9 on Blu-ray against a
I
Microsoft
got nothing.
Zune.
Now let me tell you, another slam dunk for Star Wars.
Absolutely.
baby.
We already know
Yeah.
my opinions on Zune. There was a Halo one that was kind of cool.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
go
get
Star
that.
Wars. I've never seen it, so I have to go with you guys.
You said a Halo Zune? Dude,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a Halo Zune.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
that
cool.
sounds cool as hell.
That actually is really cool.
You know what's not cool as hell? Anything
My-
that happens
Star
in Star
Wars
Wars
Episode
Episode 9. Except for when they would ride the horse monsters on the
Starting to-
fucking Star
Starting to think
Destroyer.
I should have called my dog Ray after Evangelion and not Star Wars.
Are they spelled differently? You could always just
Yeah,
in your head.
REI. REI.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right. Last up is another Watchtower pamphlet, and the limp-wristed handshake makes its return.
Oh, no.
White Jesus or clammy hands. Pick your poison.
Why not both?
I don't think I was ever going to say this. I'm voting for White Jesus
You know what? I can't do it.
as a gift. Bad.
As a gift, I can't do it. Not white Jesus. I can't do it.
I think a
Ah.
Watchtower pamphlet is fucking awful, and I'd rather have the Limpert handshake. It's all about the physical contact for me with my deadbeat dad, and if he at least wants to give me a hand rather than a pamphlet.
But could you imagine your deadbeat dad coming and he's like, "Here's a Watchtower."
You could mail the
The
Watchtower
Jehovah's-
one in.
He's a
Jehovah's
converted
Witness
Jehovah's
came.
Witness. That's why he came back, because he's a converted Jehovah's Witness.
He had to do no contacts.
Then
No.
again, like,
No, he
I
just
really feel
he actually
like-
just came because he had to, he wanted to hit on single moms, and the Jehovah's Witness came that day, so he's like, a gift for my son.
With the handshake, he at
know.
least had to show up. A pamphlet he could mail in as a gift. He doesn't even
Yeah.
have to see him.
It's pretty much the Watchtower pamphlet.
I really feel like if I took that Watchtower pamphlet, like Nelson Mandela would just, his ghost of Nelson Mandela would just look at me like, like I can't do it.
I vote for the Watchtower pamphlet as the worst.
I
gift.
gotta go Watchtower
Yeah.
pamphlet.
Oh, I think it's a clean sweep, Andy.
Oh, all right, my bad.
It's
All right.
It's so bad.
Watchtower pamphlet. All right, final four
Oh god.
Kids-
Oh no.
against Duke.
I feel
fucking
like I know
Nukem.
which one it's gonna come down to. I know the two it's gonna come down to. I feel like I know.
Now look, Kids Bop is creepy, but nothing's creepier than Duke Nukem Forever, baby.
So here's the thing with the Duke Nukem one
Oh,
for me
God.
is one, now that we know the price is still like $20 or $4 on eBay, that's still too much. So the worst things with gifts for me is when I know someone tried to do something good, but it's not a good gift in the end, like disappointing. Like someone maybe at a holiday recently saying they got their kid Fallout 76 instead of Red Dead Redemption 2. They had a good intention, but that's not a good outcome, and that makes me feel bad because I know that person tried. Someone buying Duke Nukem right now might be trying and then be giving
Yeah,
disappointment.
That's
which
a good point.
that hurts. So I'm going to vote Duke Nukem in this case.
I'd rather listen to Kids Bop than play Duke Nukem. Give me the Duke Nukem, baby.
Oh my
I'd
god.
much rather play Duke Nukem than listen to Kids Bop. Period. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm also on the Kids Bop train here. I'd rather play a game for a few hours, even if it's
A few hours.
awful.
A few hours.
10
you
hours?
Go to how long to beat. And let's see how long Duke Nukem Forever is
Oh, for Christ's
on
sake.
average.
Okay. Hold
Because
on.
time is an important
Go away.
thing. I could listen to Kids Bop as I see fit, like whatever.
I can't because like I can't listen.
Can't spell.
It's still popular music.
16 to 18 hours.
18 hours
Whoa.
of your life spent on
Hold on,
Duke.
that was pre-release. Go back to there was a How Long to Beat. Like the
It's
first
going to be
act.
about 40 hours because you have 40 hours
40 hours.
of Kids Bop.
Jesus. Oh, Kids Bop. I don't know if they've done 40 Kids Bop CDs.
Yeah, but here's the thing. With the Kids Bop,
Man.
you listen to a CD for an hour. With Duke Nukem Forever, if you don't beat it, that poor person who spent $20 on Duke Nukem Forever isn't getting you're basically shitting on him.
Yeah, but like, how many hours is it to listen to a whole collection of Kids Bop though?
Yeah, but you could do it periodically.
Click that How Long to Beat link real quick because
Yeah,
this would
click
be the actual like accurate.
Might be.
Yeah, this is Randy Pitchford saying it
9,
before.
12, 19
hours,
and a
12.
half.
So ooh, who would want to do a completionist?
Yeah.
So somewhere
exactly.
between 12 and 20 hours, basically.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And with the Kids Bop, you're getting different genres of music, obviously sung by kids, and we already know it's stupid and creepy and shit. But 20 hours of not even laughably bad, just
That game-
miserable.
That game came out dated, and to go this many years on, it's
Also,
going to be even worse.
also misogynistic game as well. Within the first fucking minute of the game is Duke Nukem playing his own fucking game, getting a blowjob by 2 women at once.
The Olsen twins.
Yes.
Then again, I feel
That's
then
like
where
they
that
get-
came from.
that's
and then they
always
get-
been his character though. He's always been a chauvinist. Like even in the original game, they had like little flashes of that.
Yeah, yeah,
This
But-
game, though, also has those
Uh,
characters get raped by aliens.
yeah.
So it's not just Duke, it's the game as well.
Shit. Okay,
Yeah. It's not just Duke, it's the game as well.
I could sit through that then listen to Kids Bop and then destroy my favorite songs. Okay.
Okay.
I
They're not gonna
texted
do it.
Jordan. We'll wait for a second. But, man,
God, kids.
I almost want to try Duke Nukem Forever now.
No!
You're selling me on it.
No, you're gonna, and then you're gonna be like, this is bad, and turn it off. Like,
Yeah, it's not even like funny bad, like a Deadly Premonition. It's bad, and you're gonna be miserable, and you'd rather probably die.
All right, Jordan just got back to me. Guess which one she picked?
It's Bob.
Kids Bob.
Nope, against
Oh.
me. She always picks against me.
Did
So Duke Nukem.
how does she know Duke Nukem Forever? I'm
I don't
impressed.
know. Maybe she played it before we met.
Yeah, I that doesn't seem like a game Jordan would ever want to pick up.
I don't know. All right. On the other side, we've got, again, that fucking Episode 9 Blu-ray against a Watchtower pamphlet. Man, our seeds this time are actually going to be pretty normal.
Hey,
Usually we've
one
got like
through
an 18 seed and a 13 seed.
Yeah, 1 through 4 made it to the final four.
Holy shit. I promise we didn't do that on purpose.
Look, Star Wars Episode 9, fucking hot trash, but I laughed. It's got
You weren't
some
supposed to.
value. Weren't supposed to, but I laughed. There was some ironic enjoyment out of it. Tell me what ironic enjoyment you're getting from a Watchtower pamphlet.
Yeah.
White Jesus? I mean, like,
Yes.
It's all
not for long.
Yeah, not as much as I'm laughing about fucking space horses riding on top of a Star Destroyer to literally physically fight a Death Star.
Or how they just wrote out the Asian character because a bunch of right-wingers got mad at the last movie.
Oh,
Or
wow.
Yeah, but that's not funny. That's
Or
just
how they
annoying.
prompted, like, oh, hey, we have the first gay kiss. And then they have it vary in the background so they could cut it out in China. Or... But I would still say Watchtower. There's no thought in the Watchtower
In
pamphlet.
China, you say it looks like they got some of them Watchtower pamphlets.
But like someone getting me a Star Wars Episode 9 Blu-ray, they might know that I like Star Wars, but not realize that I don't want that movie. But a Watchtower pamphlet, there's no thought.
But Dave, what are you more
There is no
disappointed in?
thought.
These are disappointing as well.
Personally, Star Wars for sure. I don't know enough about Jehovah's Witness to really say.
It's a religious thing. So
Yeah, I know, but I don't like. I don't
So-
know what the core tenets of the belief are or anything. So
It's pretty much just Christianity, but different, like all the rest of the sects of Christianity.
you mean like all sects of Christianity?
Yeah. I'm voting Watchtower just because there's no thought behind it.
I voted
All right.
Watchtower.
What if it was a 7-day Adventist pamphlet? You know,
Do that. I picked Watchtower pamphlet because they're even giving away at the trade station on 80th Avenue.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a free gift that you got gifted back.
All right, Watchtower pamphlet it is. Sorry, Star Wars. So our 3 versus 4 seeds, Duke Nukem Forever against a Watchtower pamphlet. Holy shit snacks.
The Watchtower pamphlet, they're at least trying to give you salvation. Duke Nukem, they're giving you
wow,
damnation.
you just flipped the script so fast.
I hate Duke Nukem so much.
These
That
two are
was
like
so fast. How you switched.
These two are like the opposite ends of the same coin for me. Like the Watchtower
It
pamphlet,
really
zero
is.
thought into it. Duke Nukem, possibly some thought into it, but with a bad outcome. Which again, I said that I find that uncomfortable. Like I don't.
So
It feels very, very bad when
you're
that
right.
happens.
It is two sides of one coin. It's one white man trying to save your soul, and then
The other one, the
another
white man does take your
all-
soul.
another white man that shoots people and gets hosed. That's pretty much.
It's soul draining, Julian. It's soul draining.
I need that Watchtower pamphlet. I need my soul to be replenished. Yes, yes, white Jesus, come.
It's
Oh my god.
Wasn't expecting these two.
You know they actually don't celebrate birthdays. Jehovah's Witness. They don't celebrate holidays.
Huh.
yeah.
No, they don't. They don't celebrate.
And
holidays.
yet that Jehovah's Witness came and said, you know what? I still support you as a person, but I want you to be saved. Meanwhile, Duke Nukem Forever, they're like, I fucking hate you. Here's this garbage.
Here's the garbage that I spent $20 on. I hope you like it.
I would buy someone Duke Nukem Forever as a gag gift, but it would only be somebody I really dislike.
I can think of like 1 or 2 people that would you actually would do that to.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm fucking gonna do that.
By chance, they're
What's
not
wrong
the
with
people
you?
on this podcast right now, are they?
No.
Thank
I mean, if I had to
goodness.
get someone a gag gift of Duke Nukem, it's Andy. So
I think
Guys,
we
what
should
if we
all,
all
for his
did-
next birthday, we should all send him an individual copy of Duke Nukem.
Hey, wait a minute. Recently, you've been buying stuff of the winner, right, Andy? Does this
I
mean
might-
you got to buy Duke Nukem again?
Oh,
I might have it still.
Oh no.
Would you like me to go get it and see?
No, I know you have the statue.
I do. Actually, hold on. Because I keep a lot of like the paper collector edition stuff here. No, that's not it. Hold on.
What if in the game of Duke Nukem he didn't shoot bullets, he shot Watchtower pamphlets?
You know, I bet you there's a Jehovah's Witness
There
joke
it
in
is.
that game too.
There has
It's
to be.
probably. That's the kind of writing in that game is it was dated when it came out.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know some Jehovah's Witness there. I nothing against people who have that faith. Like there are some people that I know, they're wonderful people. I love them to death. So yeah,
Yeah, no, nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses.
yeah.
Look at this
nothing
fucking
against
shit
Jehovah's
I got.
Witnesses.
Is that a comic book?
Oh,
Came with the
no.
game. Got that. I got Duke Nukem playing cards.
For somebody who hates Duke Nukem forever, you sure got a lot of Duke Nukem stuff.
I
got
spent
it with-
money on this. It came with the fucking game.
He bought the limited edition.
I risked my life and spent.
He didn't
like
just buy the
$100.
normal edition. He bought the limited edition.
Wait, you went all the way to the hood to get some shit that you didn't even want?
Got Duke Nukem
That I warned you a
dice,
week ahead of time.
Oh wow.
some
I'm
poker
sorry,
chips.
man.
Jesus. it
Two
never
poker
ends.
chips.
Hold
Poker
on.
chips.
There's something even better in here. I haven't found it yet. I don't.
Duke Nukem? Duke Nukem himself?
Maybe.
What if he actually plays with that? And those are like
Notice
his
how-
last two
Notice
chips.
how like none of this shit's even fucking open. I got a lot of collector's edition stuff. Hold on.
A
Oh,
Duke
I
Nukem
got-
Ninja Scroll?
You know what? Actually, I did get rid of the one thing. It was Duke Nukem Origami Duke Nukem.
What is
So
it?
that's where Paper Mario came from.
It all makes
I-
sense.
Also,
I'm gonna-
also,
just
people
off
be
of
shitting
this,
on
I'm
that new
voting
Paper
Duke
Mario.
Nukem
That's a good
forever.
game.
Yeah, I'm voting Duke.
I'm
Duke
voting
Nukem
Duke
for
Nukem.
sure.
I never thought it would come to this, but a clean sweep for Duke Nukem. Oh man, that's.
What do you
that's
think my
awful.
favorite? What do you think I was? I put down as the one I thought was gonna win.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
Jesus.
Got a comic book of it. Haven't even opened it. Oh god.
I also put Duke, but I was surprised that it actually went this far. I would have had a feeling
Look
it
at that
would.
face of Duke right there.
I honestly thought Porcelain Banana was gonna go a lot farther.
Tried.
Was it
I
up
tried.
against-
I had the.
Oh, Blu-ray.
I was thinking the urn was gonna make its way to the final four at least. It got smashed. My fucking Kids Bop.
Hey, Kids Bop would have been my favorite if Duke Nukem wasn't on the list. Like my favorite to win for worst
Yeah,
gift.
mine was like Duke Nukem Star Wars.
Mine was Duke Nukem, Kids Bop, and the Handshake were my three.
Thank you so much for showing us those awful collectibles. Have you
I
tried
You
to sell
really went
those?
through all of that.
Something tells me I sold the origami Duke Nukem at a garage sale for like $3.
You
there
should
you
keep
go.
those poker chips though.
Yeah, those two poker chips. You know when you're playing poker with two poker chips?
Exactly. What if those are like his last two, and he's just like, "I've got balls of steel," and just throws them out there?
Oh, by the way, that was the name of the collector's edition.
Yeah,
I've
balls
got
of
Balls
Steel.
of Steel
Steel.
edition.
God. That's awful.
That is awful. I'm sorry.
I warned you.
In
I
some
wa- we were playing-
alternate universe, the Duke Nukem remake is as good as the Doom remake. It's not.
Is
This
there any way I
universe.
can make it up to you, like a $50 gift card to Dairy Queen?
And I'd fucking use it.
He's the only one that, or I guess Jarek might also use it, but
I'd give it a shot. I'd have myself a nice Blizzard. Delicious cotton candy
Who
Blizzard.
turns down money versus Duke Nukem Forever, which is like
I wouldn't-
anti-money?
I wouldn't turn down either of them in this case. But
All right, guys.
Mm-mm.
We'll wrap it up. So as you can see, Duke Nukem Forever went on a fucking rampage and destroyed just about everything in its path. And that is what we've deemed the worst birthday gift you could ever receive.
Duke Nukem won
Ever.
something.
It finally
Duke
won.
Nukem beat a limp handshake.
God, it beat a Watchtower pamphlet, Kids Bop, a Flight to Ohio, a Dilbert desk calendar, all very handedly.
I still don't think a flight to Ohio is that bad.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think
Hey,
it's
look,
that bad.
I just dislike the state. There's nothing to do. I thought of a boring state that isn't just like Idaho.
Or Nebraska.
Yeah, like of course you don't want to go to Idaho or Nebraska. Somebody might actually buy you a flight to Ohio, and it feels like a slap in the face to me.
I would just rather have $100. So
Yeah.
even if it was a pain in the butt.
And I said a lot of mean things about Ohioans. Hey, just, don't be
Good
so
luck.
prideful. I ain't sitting here talking about Chicago. I'm sure you're all wonderful people, though.
Look at all these cute little stats we got here.
Oh, we never look
Watchtower
at this.
pamphlet, 3-1. No, we don't. Star Wars Blu-ray came in
Oh,
third, and
wow.
all this good shit.
Cool.
That's
Look at
cool.
all that. Tied for fifth.
Flight to Ohio.
Entries.
4 of them.
So close. All right, guys. That was another episode of Bracket Up. Thanks again to Andy and Julian and Dave for being here. We appreciate your input, your hilarious arguments, and just spending your
It was
time.
fun.
Yeah, we're
Thank
excited
you.
to get you
Thank
guys
you.
here on again. Obviously, we've got more episodes coming out in the future. We're recording once a week or so. And I think, Andy, I don't know if you said that we might start putting these out once a week rather than once every 2 weeks. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I mean, by the time this comes out, we will have already been doing that for about 6 to 8 weeks.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Everyone's getting their Bracket Up fill every day. Every day. Anything you guys got to say, want to plug before we head out?
Oh.
Thank you. It was
Yeah.
wonderful seeing you all.
It's always wonderful seeing you halfway across the world.
Yup.
Yeah, seriously.
I
I
did this
mean,
for you.
you've got a beautiful webcam set up. Like it's clear picture. It's very nice. I can see your face perfectly.
Oh,
I love
thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. That'll do it for another episode of Bracket Up. We're done here with Duke Nukem Forever being the worst birthday gift a person could ever receive or give. Actually, that's a really awful gift to give as well. It's bad both ways. So until next time, we'll see you here on Bracket Up.